I see we have Eric joining us. Eric, how are you doing?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, great to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. What we'll do now is we'll switch over into the second part of this meeting, where we'll do a Q&A with Eric, where we'll talk about the topic I came up with was which was the future of video tech. And I know Eric has talked about a couple of these kind of topics on other streams that I've watched, so I figured it would be a good topic for us to jump into and ask Eric. So, Eric, would you like to introduce yourself and maybe just introduce yourself, who you are, and how you got into Livepeer, and then we got a list of questions for you that we can jump into.
Great, great. Okay, thanks for having me here. I'm Eric. I'm the co-founder and CTO at Livepeer. We've been working on Livepeer for about the past 5 years, but before this, I've been a computer science kind of person and programmer for a long time. I started two kind of software companies before this, and this is kind of actually both with Doug. So this is kind of the third project that we've worked on together. The way I got into Livepeer and got into this kind of decentralized technology space is like back in 2016. Doug and I were kind of figuring out, like just looking around and seeing what are the interesting things that are happening in technology, and this was back when Ethereum was kind of deploying the AlphaNet, and when we just got really excited about this idea of kind of being able to program something on a decentralized platform that no one can take it down, right? We've worked on kind of projects before that used like other big platforms APIs, and whether it's Facebook or Google or Twitter, and have been subjected to kind of the constantly changing policies of those APIs, and the kind of the adverse incentives that the platform kind of inherently has with the developer community on those platforms, that we thought just this new decentralized technology space was really interesting. So we started hacking around the space, working on some just open source projects here and there, and over about 6 months of time, worked on probably 4 or 5 different iterations of different ideas. And at that time, we as we gained more belief into this Web3 space, we started thinking longer term about kind of if decentralized technology was going to be kind of this predominant form of technology that we'll all use in the future. Like, what are some of the missing components? What are some of the missing layers in this technology stack, right? Like back in the day, we already had Filecoin that was kind of working on this decentralized storage. We had Ethereum, right, for smart contracts. We had Bitcoin for kind of value transfer and things like that. But having worked on video streaming technology prior to this, we knew just how expensive and difficult and complex it is to create a video streaming application, where you really need this streaming layer, infrastructure layer, to support a scaled video streaming application. And so with that, kind of combined with this belief that decentralized technology would eventually become kind of the main design paradigm and for all technology on the internet, we set off to build Livepeer, and 5 years later, here we are.
Very cool. Yeah, thank you so much for telling that story. I originally heard Doug talk about how you guys had built, I guess, a company that was using infrastructure that they ended up pulling out from underneath you and making, I guess, the APIs obsolete, and that kind of ruined the business. So building like, I don't know exactly the whole story, but I can resonate how difficult that must have been. So we do have a number of questions here. I'll start with the first one, and then we'll hop into everyone else's questions. So the first one was,